If you're like me and have been playing FiveM for the better part of 8 to 9 months consistently, you would get sick and tired of hearing the same engine sounds, the same sirens, the same helicopter sounds, the same gun sounds over and over again. And if you're as active in a community as I am with NGARP, you would, want to change stuff and change stuff up. And I finally put together a complete full list of mods and different sounds, visuals, etc. that I wanted to put in my game. A lot of NGARP members have been asking me what I use as my sounds and as my visuals, so I'm gonna make a two-part video. This video is gonna be on the sounds, the next video is gonna be on my visuals. All right, so stay tuned for that video. So today we're gonna get into the engine sounds. Sorry, not really engine sounds, but all the sounds in general. If you want your guns to sound like this,
wait, what? You shooting too soon?
or maybe your helicopter to sound like this.
Continuing eastbound Seaview Road, passing Mackenzie Airfield.
Or maybe you want your turbo or engine sounds to sound like this. This car sounds so good. I'll have a link to any of these videos down in the description down below. Also, any of this couldn't have been done without some key players. Firstly, the guy who got me into FiveM in the first place, I'll have a link to his channel down in the description. I'm also gonna have the link to the director of NGARP down in the description down below. He has compiled his own list and stuff, and we're gonna use one of his mods, which is only for NGARP members, but you can easily find helicopter sounds anywhere on the internet. And also I'll leave a link to Dylan's channel, who showed me, who recommended that I use this this helicopter sound. So let's get into the video. Hope you guys enjoy, and let's change these sounds. As I said in the intro, I have been using the same sounds for quite a while, and I wanted to change stuff up, so I decided to do a video as well once I wanted to change my stuff up. But there are key things that are going to stay the same. For example, my helicopter sound, this is for NGARP members only. If you're an NGARP member, you go over to the member portal and press downloads, and then you'll see everything here. This was done by Lieutenant Gilfillian, who's the director of NGARP, and these are just a little bit of what he uses. But today we're going to be using the helicopter sound. Next, you want to choose a siren that you want. I'll have a link to this forum down in the description down below as well. Another NGARP member, I think he was either Caleb or Hayden, who recommended that I use this site. But I stopped using some of these sirens because I found one that I really liked, and we'll be downloading that. But this is just something that you can, this is one of the many siren sites, or many sirens that you can download for FiveM. We're gonna move on to the realistic weapon sounds. These are the ones that I use. The one that I have currently and the ones that you heard in game is outdated, because that's the one from May 20th 2020. I haven't changed it yet, and we're gonna be downloading the new version here today, so we're gonna get that. For all of this to work, we're gonna need archive fix, and I'll also have a link to this down in the description down below. I'm gonna try to see if I can find the original owner of this, the one who put this up, so that I can give them their proper credit. Every person who makes mods need their right credit. We are also going to change our turbo sounds. I might not change it up fully, but I'm gonna change the turbo sound. This is a great turbo sound mod by Hippie. So we're gonna change up our turbo sounds, and I'll also have a link to every one of these down in the description down below, besides the one from NGARP. Now the next thing would be the door chime. So whenever you open your door, there are some cars who did it or pam pam pam, something like that. There are a bunch of other ones that you can use. As you can see here, there's quite a bit, but today I'm gonna be using this one here by Fiddle. I really like this one, and I'm gonna install it for all of my cars. And then the last thing I'm gonna install is gonna be the indicator sound for all the cars. So this is what it's gonna sound like. So we're gonna get right into this tutorial and get these sounds changed. All right, first for NGARP members, we're gonna download the helicopter sound, and you gotta remember the name of the helicopter sound. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna open IV or open 4. You're gonna need open 4 to do this stuff, so keep that in mind. So we're gonna enable edit mode. We're gonna go to x64 audio sound effects, and this is the root x64, not in your mods folder, in the root x64. If you do it in your mods folder, it will not work. You're gonna drag this over into your x64, your root x64 file, and replace the stream vehicles low latency RPF. That's done. Remember that name, we'll come back to that later. Next, we want to install the siren. I'm gonna have my own siren. You can have any siren you want, but for me, I'm gonna install my own sirens. I have stuff here. I'm gonna install the Code 3 Massacom B siren, the rumber tone. So what you're gonna do here now, we're gonna replace the resonant RPF file in the root GTA 5 x64 file. After you have replaced that, the next thing we're gonna do now is install the realistic weapon sounds. I have it here in the folder, the version 2 one, which is this one, the open IV. You're gonna take that, drag it, and wait, go back to the root folder. Gonna take that, drag it, and drop it into your open IV. Next, you're gonna press install. Once you press install, you're gonna install it straight to your game folder. Install that directly to your game folder, and you're gonna press install. Once that is finished, I'm gonna just put this back here because the archive fix is actually the last thing we need to do. So once that is finished, press close, and we are technically done with that for now. We're gonna go back to x64 audio sound effects, and then we're gonna go to resident RPF. Once we got to resident RPF, we're gonna take the vehicles AWC, and we are going to extract it to our desktop. You can put it in a folder, but you want to extract this to the desktop. I made a mistake earlier. I'm gonna cut it out of the video. So you're gonna press this. So sorry for the weird jump cut. You're gonna press right click on the vehicles AWC, and then you're gonna export to open formats. Once you've done that, you're gonna put that on your desktop and wait for it to extract. You'll see it right here. You see vehicles and vehicles OAC. We're gonna put that in a folder, new sirens and sounds. We're gonna put both of these files into the folder. Once we have done that, once we've done that, we are going to go back over here. Make sure you have whatever your door chime is downloaded, as well as if you're gonna put an indicator sound, you have that in as well. So from here, we are going to go over to vehicles, and in your downloads folder, wherever you downloaded your stuff, you are going to find the archive fix. I already have archive fix downloaded, but there are other things that we need to make sure we have. So I have archive fix over here in a folder. there are things that we will need to go over again. So what we're gonna do is download the other turbo sounds. Make sure you download that, and we are going to go to the, what is it? I'm a bot. Other turbo sounds by Hippie, and then we're gonna keep some of these original files. So we're going to go, let me just get rid of this so I don't confuse everybody. So this is the other turbo sounds by Hippie. We're gonna take the original files, sorry, not original files, we're gonna take files to leave empty like that. You're gonna take all of this, copy it, and put it over here, right? And replace those. Next, you're gonna choose the dump valve and the wastegate that you want. So I'm just gonna go through these and choose which wastegate and which dump valve that I want. I just go with this one. So we're gonna just copy that over there and replace it. Next, we're gonna go and choose our dump valve. I personally don't like dump valves in my stuff, so I'm gonna just keep that as silent. So now we're finished with Hippie's mods. We're gonna go back over to our downloads folder. Now we're going to install the door chime we want. Alright, so we're gonna go over to the door chime that we want, which should be this one. I'm gonna download this. Let it download. This is from lspdfr.com. Open that. Close. We're gonna take the door chimes that we want. So this one, door open. We're gonna replace that. Now we're finished with the door chimes. Now the forward indicator sound, we're gonna go into that, audio, and then copy all of these files into your folder and replace everything. Now you're complete with all of these. Next, the last and final step is to fix everything, re-encrypt it so that stock GTA will pretty much see it, right? So we gotta put this back inside of your OpenIV. So we're gonna go to OpenIV. We're going to go import open formats. We're gonna find where we put that file, and then we're gonna press the vehicles.oac folder. You're gonna open it and then press OK. That just reinstalled it into our Open 4, our GTA. Now we're gonna minimize this, minimize everything except for your archive fix. When you have your archive fix, you're gonna make sure that the actual application and then all of these files are inside of the same folder, right? So we're now gonna go and find our GTA 5 install. You gotta go, you can't do it from Open 4, you actually have to find it on your disk. So we need to go to program files x86. Gonna go to Steam apps, common, and then find your Grand Theft Auto 5 folder. Now you're gonna go down to x64, audio, sound effects, and now you have to archive fix every one of these things. So first, we're going to archive fix the low latency. This is for the helicopter. Next, we're gonna archive fix the resident.rpf. Next, we're gonna archive fix the weapons player RPF file. This is for the gun sounds. Next, we're gonna go back out. We're gonna go to update x64 DLC packs MP apartment, and we're gonna archive fix this one. Done. Next thing, we're gonna go into Christmas MP Christmas 2017. We're gonna archive fix this DSC RPF file as well. Now, if you have any issues I'm gonna show you if it doesn't work. I'll show you how to go back and realize where you have the mistake, and it may crash. I realized while editing that it seems very vague of what I said. If it crashes, if FiveM doesn't start, pay attention to the error message. It should say where exactly you went wrong, the file that you have to go back and archive fix. So just pay attention to the error message. It's going to tell you where exactly. So it's going to say, for example, x64 something, then resident.rpf. That means you have to go back and archive fix the resident RPF. If it's a DLC pack, it will say the DLC pack and then the name of the DLC pack. So DLC packs and then which DLC pack it is. Go back and then archive fix the DLC pack that has an issue. Right, now that we are in game, you can spawn a weapon. This server is the NGARP server as well. If you want to join NGARP, there's going to be a link in the description box down below to join. We're going to check our weapon sounds now. You hear that? That's our weapon sounds. Next, we're going to check our vehicles. So we're going to just show off a department here, a subdivision. And we are gonna turn a siren on. Seems our siren is working with the rumble sound. Next, we're gonna check our indicators. They sound like they're working, right? Next, we're gonna wait, I gotta make sure the vehicle stays on. So we're gonna go here and engine always on. This is only gonna work if you have the engine always on. We're gonna open the door and it should be working. I'm pretty sure that's it. We would have to find where a helicopter is for us to check and see if the helicopter sound works. Let's see, where would I find a helicopter? Okay, we're gonna go to the airfield over here real quick and see if we can hear a helicopter around here. There you go. You hear it? That's the helicopter sound. Oh, there's one thing I forgot to show you guys. There is, and if you're NCSP, join the Nighthawks division when it comes around. I forgot to let you guys hear the turbo, so we're gonna hear the turbo here. It's very, very slight. I didn't add a waste dump valve, so you won't hear that. But you can add a waste valve if you want. I like to keep it silent, especially because I do a lot of LEO. There's one other thing that I forgot to mention, which would be the engine sounds. I'll do that in a separate video because that is something that is, this video is already very long. That is something extra, so I'll probably do another video on the engine sounds, but I want to show you guys what it really is like, what it's gonna sound. So this is not a stock GTA sound, this is a mod. I'll put the mod in the description, but I changed this one, and I also changed the sound for the baller. The baller is gonna sound like a actual Range Rover. So those are just two quick side notes that I wanted to mention before, you know, I end the video. So thank you all. Let me know if this works for you guys. Thank you all for joining. Thank you for watching this thing. I hope you guys all understood what I did. If you want me to do over the video, let me know down in the description down below, and I'll try to go a little bit slower and do it in a different way. So thank you all again. I'll see you guys next time. Happy role playing. Have a great day and peace.